Hi guys, it's reaction time. We've got Bon Jovi and Living Proof. Before I go on to the reaction, a massive thank you to Lips for sending me this great t-shirt this week through the post. They brought out an excellent album called Changing the Melody, sort of glam, melodic rock album. You guys will love it. You Bon Jovi fans will actually love it. And thank you to the band for sending me that. Okay, this is a big one, isn't it? So I did a Richie Sambora reaction about a month ago to his first, he's brought out like 3 songs now. So he brought out a song and I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I got a lot of stick. Well, to tell you the truth, 90% of people would agree that that was a terrible song. Now, don't turn off yet, Bon Jovi fans, because I've heard some good things about this song. And I have been disappointed with, you know, Bon Jovi for a long time now. And I'm not, anyone who's new to watching this Bon Jovi reaction, please, please, just don't think that I'm stuck in the 80s. That is definitely not a thing. I cover new music 99% of the time, new bands and classic bands as well, but it's all new. I don't go back a lot. I do go back a little bit, but most of it is new. Reactions, if I do 20 reactions, probably 20 of them are going to be new songs. You know what I mean? I'll do the odd older one. So I'm definitely living for now. I'm not stuck, an old man stuck in the 80s. So, but Bon Jovi for me, yeah, they lost their way. I mean, I quite liked them up to probably Keep the Faith. I like that album. After that, they lost me. I just think they just weren't the same band. And before you say, you know, they're getting older and all that, there's some great older bands creating brilliant music, by the way. And it's not, and I know that John Bon Jovi himself has had some vocal issues and health issues, but I'm not asking him to sing like he did in, you know, 1984 or 1985. I'm asking him just to write some decent songs. And they don't have to be rocking right out either. They have to be a good song, you know, and I haven't heard a good song from Bon Jovi in a long time. But a lot of people are saying, Living Proof, Lee, give it a go. You might be surprised. And I was a massive Bon Jovi fan. I've seen him 2 or 3 times way back when. Once at Monsters of Rock, once I think at Hammersmith, way back when, in the early days. And they were a massive part of me growing up. They really were. They were a big part of me growing up, especially in the 80s. And they were a massive influence on so many bands. And I really do appreciate that what Bon Jovi have done for music in general. I think they're a great band. But, you know, the living proof is in the pudding, as they say. Anyway, yeah, I did take a little bit of stick of the Richie Sambora fans. You know, and some of it was well received by me because it was constructive and it was saying, well, this is good about it, he's going for this, and that's fair enough. Some of it was very personal stuff, which I'm not too happy about. You know, it was almost like nothing to do with the music, which means that these fans had nothing to say about that song. That, you know, they couldn't stick up for the song whatsoever. It just went for the jugular as far as I was concerned. Not cool, not cool. I'm just, you know, this is a reaction video, so if there's any Bon Jovi fans here now just about to listen to this and you would take offense because they ain't heard this song, obviously it's a reaction video, but if you're going to take offense, maybe you shouldn't watch reviews at all, because some people don't like stuff, if that makes any sense. If you're going to get really nasty when someone says they don't like your band's song, especially don't really watch the review or reaction. That's the best way to be, really. Or at least don't comment and say anything personal. Anyway, this is Living Proof by Bon Jovi. The new album Forever is out on June the 7th. I'm really excited about hearing this, actually, because I just want to hear something, you know, getting back to a little bit of what I loved about Bon Jovi. And if you love the later Bon Jovi stuff, and that's a bit of you, fair dues, that's cool. But it's not for me, you know, and like I said, I was a Bon Jovi fan, a massive Bon Jovi fan, and I just want them to give me an inkling of what they were like. Just an inkling. You never know, I might get it in this. Because a few people, subscribers, have asked for this, and they probably know me and how I feel about John Bon Jovi, so I'm quite excited about hearing it. This is Living Proof. Here we go.
Does the sun still shine on a dead-end street? Will the road still grow out of broken concrete? Is there anything left for a sinner like me? I'm tired of talking about someday. All the keeping, giving of the dark days. Nothing is forgiven, it's the hard way. Right or wrong, I'm tired of talking about somehow. Wake up and it's welcome to your breakdown. This damn retreat's got nothing left to prove now. Me and you, we're the living proof. Close your eyes and tell me what you think you see. Is faith and hope enough to make a fool believe? Is there anything left for a sinner like me? I'm tired of talking about someday. All the keeping, giving are the dark days. Nothing is forgiven, it's the hard way. Right or wrong, I'm tired of talking about somehow. Wake up and it's welcome to your breakdown. This damn retreat's got nothing left to prove now. Me and you.
I am quite impressed, actually. I mean, it's got the traits. He's obviously looking back, and for me, he's sort of like appeasing the fans, which is, you know, the fans that have been with him since the beginning, I would say. He's appeasing them with a bit of rock, which is like really refreshing. Do you know what I mean? It's got that "You Give Love a Bad Name" type riff, you know. And the funny thing is, like, there's a few songs that have come out this year, like newer bands, melodic rock bands that I listen to, because I only really listen to this year's music for anyone who's watching the channel again for the first time, because there's so much music now throughout this year. I only listen to 2024 music. Only if I'm going on a road trip and want to, you know, please my lovely wife a little bit more, I might play her some other stuff that she likes. But 99% of the time I'm listening to 2024 new music, to, you know, because that's what I love. I love listening to new stuff. But there's so many bands you hear that using that riff now, and that's the effect that Bon Jovi have had all these years. Now, I'm not going to get really excited over the song. I think it's better than anything they've done for a long time. And I've skipped, to tell you the truth, I literally couldn't make it through the last Bon Jovi album. I was like, you know, listening to bits and pieces, and none of it was just, you know, it wasn't the sort of album that you could stick with. It just didn't, nothing sort of, you know, pricked my ears up whatsoever on whatever I heard on it. It's not one that would grow on you, for instance. But I mean, but this is definitely different. It's in the right direction. Now, whether he stick to this or not, I don't know. It's almost like Def Leppard's last album, you know. They brought out quite a cool song. Is it Take What You Want? Like the single off of it. It had some riffing on it. Everyone lost their mind, didn't they? They all lost their mind because Def Leppard pulled the guitar out for the first time for years. That's a bit over-exaggerated, but you know. And it's all of a sudden, you know, this is the best thing since, with the Def Leppard thing, it was like, oh, this is the best thing since High and Dry. Oh my God, this is Def Leppard. No, it wasn't. It was better. And I think that's like a bit like this. This is a lot better. And I'm really happy to say that I would listen to this, man. Do you know what I mean? And that's the first song for a while that I can say that about Bon Jovi. I think he sounds great on this. Obviously, you know, we all know that John's had some vocal issues and all that singing and all that, you know, health issues as well, that he's been doing all over the years, all the singing over the years. It's the hardest instrument to keep your vocals, for sure. But all I wanted was, you know, something to, a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel there, to say I'm trying to do something a bit rockier, to, you know, a bit classic Bon Jovi, something, you know, what made them that big back then. And I really like it. It's a really good song. I'm not saying it's like, you know, one of my best Bon Jovi songs, or, oh my God, it sounds like Slippery When Wet, or it sounds like 7800 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, it doesn't, but it's still a good song. And hopefully he's done this, you know, like I said, for the fans, the ones that have given him, you know, put him where he is today. And I quite like it, man. It's all right. I'm definitely not having the same Richie Sambora vibes, put it that way. Here we go for the rest, guys.
The son becomes the father, then the father is the son. It's a never-ending circle, and the circle's never done. This love will last forever when our footprints in the sand. It's time you understand. I'm tired of talking about someday, all the keeping giving on the dog days. Nothing is forgiven, it's the hard way.
It's a really cool song, man. Like a pop rock song. I really like it. And the only thing I was disappointed in was the solo. And I'm not going to say bring Richie Sambora back. I'm not one of them, because, you know, I know that people were saying I'm a Richie Sambora reaction. Yeah, this isn't what Richie would do in Bon Jovi. You know what? I don't know about that. But I'm not calling for him back. I just wish there was like a proper solo. It's almost like it was just following this, which it was a catchy, you know, guitar lead, but it wasn't a guitar solo as such, if you know what I mean. I was waiting for it to burst into a solo, which it's not the end of the world. It's all about the song more than anything. It's not about just the solo. But all in all, a really, really catchy song that will probably like have me humming it in my head for the next few hours, to tell you the truth. And that's what Bon Jovi were all about. It was about really catchy choruses, and they wrote some of the best. They really did. But I'm quite happy. What that's done now, though, and I might not have, if that was, because I listened to Legendary, I almost felt like I couldn't, you know, I listened to a little bit of it just to click on when it first came out, and I thought I can't even do a reaction to that because I don't want to really go mad on Bon Jovi, you know, because I know that I wasn't expecting it to be good because I haven't heard anything good for a while. So it's almost like it would have been a definite having a go at them. Whereas Richie Sambora, it was an unknown for me. I haven't really heard much of his solo stuff. So I was thinking this could be rocking, you know, this could be really good. And it was terrible. But it's only thank you to the subscribers that have pushed me into doing this, and I'm so glad I have, because now what I'll do is I'll give Forever, the album, a go on June the 7th, and I'll probably review it. You might not hear great things all over that album, but I'll give it an honest review, guys, for sure. But I really like that song, and it's made me happy. Come on, Bon Jovi, you can do it. That was Living Proof from the album Forever that's out on June the 7th. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.